All right, good morning, beautiful people. It's been a while. So, I am Claudine Hicks, your Kingdom Recalibration Coach, where I help women break emotional and generational cycles through Christian inner healing so they can realign, be recalibrated back to their original design. And so, I wanted to hop on and share something with you all. And I was watching, I was doing a meditation session, and they're playing the song Diana Ross is Crazy. And for all the deep folks, I'm sorry if this offends you, but it was Diana Ross, I'm Coming Out song. And so I began to just listen to the words of the song. I'm like, oh yeah, I just started typing some things out. So if you need a title, for those that like title, it is I am coming out and I'm bringing me with me. And so no more masks, no more performance, but I am coming out. I am bringing me with me. And so let me just say this off the top. This is not a cute coming out. This is a kingdom coming out. Okay, God bless Diana Ross, but this is a kingdom, coming out. That's what we're talking about. And so I'm coming out of agreement with every version of me that pain, fear, rejection, religion, and survival tried to create. And I am bringing the real me with me. So that is, in a nutshell, what I'm going to be sharing today. Also, there comes a moment, of course, in our healing journey when you realize you spent years becoming who you needed to be to survive. Strong enough, quiet enough, productive enough, spiritual enough, needed enough. And so somewhere in all of that, we or maybe it's just me, we lose sight of you lose sight of you, or I lose sight of myself. And so, not the healed version, not the perfected version, the original version, the one who God knew before fear crept in, before performance crept in, before rejection came in, before survival came in. Because a lot of us, to be very honest, are living in survival mode. If we're really honest, we're living from survival. And so, I want you to hear me when I say this. Maybe healing isn't becoming. Maybe healing is coming out of performance, coming out of striving, coming out of protection, coming out of people pleasing, coming out of religious pressure, coming out of old agreements. Let me say it again, coming out of old agreements, coming out of survival identities, and bringing you with you, not the polished you, the true you, the loved version of the Father, the daughter, the beloved, the one who never actually disappeared. And so before we talk more, about like authority, before we talk about identity, before we talk about coming out, I want to ask you something. And I'd love for you all to even comment, in the comment section below. I would love to hear those comments. Not from condemnation, of course, but for awareness. Because awareness is often the doorway to freedom. Say it again, say it with me. Awareness is often the doorway of freedom. And I wonder, what version of me did survival create? I want you to pause for a minute. What version of me did survival create? What masks no longer fit? And I'm going to just pause for a minute as you all listen to this. Am I living from identity or adaptation? What am I afraid would happen if people met the real me? What am I afraid would happen if people met the real me? What does coming out of hiding look like with God? What does coming out of hiding look like with God? What parts of me are ready to come home? And I don't want you to rush it. Those questions I asked, I don't want you to rush it. I want you to just breathe. Even between those questions, I want you to just breathe and notice what comes up. Notice even as I ask those questions, what did your body do? Did your jaw clench? I've been feeling that a lot from a lot of people. Their jaws would clench when certain questions are asked. Am I living from identity or adaptation? Notice what felt heavy. Notice what softened. Thank you, Father. And I want you to take a big, deep breath in again. Just fill all the way up. And then release. because healing doesn't have to be dramatic. Sometimes healing begins the moment we stop protecting something that no longer needs protection. And maybe you're realizing you're not coming out to become someone else, but you're coming out of everything that taught you to leave yourself behind. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes you're not coming out to become someone else, but you're coming out of everything that taught you to leave yourself behind. Okay? Because once, and then, even thinking about survival, living in survival, once you recognize what survival built, you can stop blaming yourself for it. And once you stop blaming yourself, you can begin returning. You can begin to returning to love. You can, not to who trauma made you, not to who people expected you to be or to act or to look, because some people will paint a picture of what you should act and look like. That's not what we're talking about. Not to who even religion rewarded, but to who God knew from the very beginning, from the very beginning. And so I just want to kind of close with this and say, you don't have to become someone else. You don't have to perform your way into belonging. And I'm going to just share, if you've been following me for some time, I've shared this testimony before, but I remember years ago when I was a part of this one particular ministry, and I think in prayer, I know we're in prayer, deep worship or prayer. And a lady came up to me and she says, the Lord said, you don't have to perform for his love. And when she said it, something just broke immediately and I began to just bawl. And I want to say that to you. You don't have to perform for his love. He loves you, because that is his nature. That is who our Father is. And so you don't have to perform your way into belonging. You don't have to perform your way into the Father's love. You don't have to earn what was already given. And so maybe, just maybe, you stopped on this message because this is your season to come out and bring you, the whole you, the true of who you are out with you. And so I want to just say this to you: accept who you are today. Accept yourself as that daughter, as his beloved. You don't have to become someone else for his love. You don't have to become someone else. You don't have to perform your way, as I said, into belonging. You are allowed to bring yourself. So accept who you are today. So that is my time. I wanted to stay a little bit on the 10 minutes. So that is my time today. Thank you all so much. I would love, love, love to hear those comments in the section below. Please comment. I would love to hear from you, because I know I was up late last night. My husband's like, okay, now the computer's in the bed. Okay. All right, turn the lights off. And so I was up late last night kind of putting this together, like I just had to bring this word and release it. And I just release it with love, joy, and with God's love. And so if you're ready to go deeper, of course, deeper support, I would love to have you a part of my She Rises Identity Intensive. All the information will be at the bottom. I love you all. I love you all to life. And I'm excited about what Abba is doing in your life. All right, so I love you all. Please continue to share, to like, and of course, to comment. All right, you all have an amazing week. Today is Tuesday, May 26th. You all have an amazing week, and expect God to just really blow your mind, and to expect your heart as you begin to open up. And even as I release those words, as you open up your heart to the Father, that it would be expanded even more with the Father's love. It'll be expanded even more with the Father's love, with Abba's love, and the love that he has for you. Let me tell you, that love cannot be measured. It's just so amazing. It's so beautiful. All right, so you all take care. Once again, thank you for stopping by at the table right here with Claudine Hicks. Have an amazing week.